Alright, yeah, as I said, my name is Andreas, and I had the privilege to lead my first outreach. I have staffed a couple of outreaches before, but this was the first one as the main leader, and I'm kind of scared from the very beginning, to be honest, because it's a lot of responsibility to take care of young people. But without my incredible staff crew, Megan and Stephanie and Eric and Ryan and Dan, it wouldn't be possible. So guys, thank you for being here for me. I wouldn't be able to do it without you. And of course, all you young people, you made it so easy. You obeyed what I said. You followed what I did, and made it very, very easy. So I'm very, very proud of you guys. So what really happened in Scandinavia and Arctic Russia? Well, we always come back to a lot of stats, and we went to 4 different countries, Sweden, Norway, Russia, and Finland. Some of us went into 4 different saunas, which one is called the Russian torture house. It was 140 degrees Celsius, and it wasn't all that Russian. It was hot, it was hot. We went to 13 different cities, 9 of them in Russia. We swam in 2 different oceans, the Arctic Ocean and Atlantic Ocean yesterday. We had 16 ministry programs. We managed roughly 1,260 people. 102 hours of community service hours. 32 of those people prayed to receive Jesus Christ in their hearts. We played 13 soccer games with the local kids. We had about 170 bowls of Russian soup called borscht. And actually one baptism. One of our participants decided to do the baptism in our worship. So it was great. Alright, that was actually some of the stats that we came back with. And I also wanted to share a little bit what I think God is challenging this generation to do. When we were in Norway last night of outreach, we had basically the founder of Slavic Ministries, I think. His name is, yeah, there you go, Al Akimov. And he was sharing with us about this time that we're living right now. And he was, and this is his message, this is not mine, but I felt it this morning, I couldn't get my mind away from this message. So I didn't get any peace until I wrote it down. So he's talking about we're living in a time of the perfect storm, referred to, we call it perfect storm, when waves are building up from all different directions. And some of those directions are the old established generation of Wyomers that have done it for 20, 30, 40 years. We got a whole bunch of young people catching the same vision. We have several 100,000 Chinese people catching the same vision. And all those together is referring to the perfect storm, a storm that we have never seen before. And to give you guys some examples why I believe that this generation has something incredible to look forward to is this, for example, a few examples. As we were performing, we had KGB watching us, but nothing to stop us. They were protecting us, but they were actually checking us out, right next to us. And it was kind of cool because we actually took a picture of it. We were kind of sneaky, and Eric snuck up in front of the cop car as we were performing and took a picture of it. So they were watching us, but they didn't do anything. So that was kind of cool. And it really came true to, I think, a lot of young people, what it says in Proverbs. When a man's way out pleases the Lord, makes it in his enemies to be at peace with him. because when you have KGB right next to you and you're trying to share the gospel, it's stretching, but you guys, you're awesome. And that happened several times. Another thing, one day I was sitting in the bus and I started hearing this conversation about time and eternity. And these young people are between 13 and 21, and those were, I guess that I was 25, so they're catching on earlier and earlier, which is incredible to hear. And I was so blown away when I was hearing that. So, really, what this team is, it's a team of world changers. And as we were talking to them, and I was talking to them, I started to hear the passion and desire about going into all the world. I heard Australia, Norway, Africa, and even the big theater stages all over the US. I said, gosh, this is incredible. And I want to challenge you parents, because I was in the same situation. When I got called to Wyoming, Orlando, my dad didn't really like me in the very beginning. But as he started to see my passion, God worked in his heart, he finally said, son, I don't want you to go, but I have to let you go. And I want you to bless you, because I can't turn you back this time. And in my heart, I knew that it's exactly what it had to happen, because I want to respect my parents. And with that blessing from my dad was probably the last thing that could probably hold me back. I was free to go. And I want to challenge you guys, because the passion is inside of this team. I want you guys to let them go. I want you guys to let them go to Australia. If you want to go to just for short, BTS or whatever, let them go. Because what they have in mind is something that calls the perfect storm. The perfect storm, we all know what we're talking about. That Jesus will be coming back, and this team will be a great part of it. I mean, I've seen some things on the missions field, and I'm very, very humble. But, I want to commission you guys as Jesus commissioned his disciples. You guys are going to go out and do great things. As I will be in a team of 17 or 20, you guys will lead 200. It's just a matter of time, guys, because there's so much potential. And so now we're going to hear a little bit of what happened, and I want to give it over to first. I want to give it over to Stephanie first. Give a hand to Stephanie.
Well, I had the awesome privilege of helping train and put together our ministry programs while we were over in Russia, Finland, Sweden, and Norway. It was pretty incredible. These guys just picked everything up so quickly, and it was so easy to teach them. They were